Hello, and on today's track breakdown, we'll be doing my track with Lewyn that was out on Colorise at the start of the year, Never a Sunday. So, it being kind of like two sections, we'll go through the instrumental and then the vocals are actually in a different project. I don't know if it's struggling or something with CPU, so I just did it separately. I don't know, but they're separate. This one I don't usually do that, but I have done it in the past in FL Studio when it was struggling. Let's have a quick listen. Right. I would give you a rundown of how I started this track, but I actually don't know. I'm going to assume started with the chords. No, I'll tell you now, it would have been this that I started with. This is what I would have started with. And then I would have built around this. With the chords. But I can't really remember too much, but that is how I would have started the track, and then we would have built kind of everything around that. But we'll kind of just go through the sections as usual. So if we go from here. Go from here. So the kick drum. Production music live. The filter. That would have been for like coming out of the drop. The drums. All the usual stuff. I don't need to go too much into these. It's just a basic EQ and everything. No room in that. Usually I do have a room reverb on my hats, the shakers. Right and left. I would have been using shimmer shake stripe for that, and I just bounced them down. And added a side chain onto it this tom. Ride. And then these kind of tops. Look like from a Mark Knight pack. These drums will all be from loops, and I've just chopped out certain parts. As you can see here, I call them candy drums, because I've just chopped out certain parts, all of these. All this EQ'd, they're all exactly the same, because I've obviously just duplicated it. Probably from the same loop. No, not actually. I would have duplicated it down when I did the first loop and then added other ones in. Listen to that. Let's listen to it all without them. See what it sounds like. Let's just add it. I guess it's making it feel a little less kind of loopy, adding a bit of depth. And then overall on that channel, I don't even know if I've got anything on here. No, nothing, just that. Dynamic EQ. Next, bass. See, I haven't even, on this track, I haven't even split the sub, which I would always do, for whatever reason I haven't with this. It's a Reese bass. One that I've made at some point, probably made it for this track, and I saved it. Should I save everything? Everything I'll make I save, so then in future I've got my own kind of sounds dive into. And then I have obviously some of my favourite sounds from other packs, other people's packs that I just kind of flick through. But at least then I've got a kind of bunch of things. If I'm making a track and I think I know what would work well in this, the sound from say one of my old tracks, I know I can just drop it in, but it's saved. Just took out the sides with that EQ. More EQ there, another one here. I don't know what's going on here. Got 100 EQs. Side chain. Built up. 2 filters. Right. Leads. This would have been something that I started with. Again, just kind of to build the kind of rhythm and feel of the track. This is obviously the main melody. Hear all of that without the chords. And that I've got sidechain. Again, I took out. I don't know why I'm using like mid-side EQ all the time in here. Just one track. Right, the pad group. Again, side out. What we got here? We got. I added these in quite late because I wanted a bit of. How did I bring these in? Yeah, so I wanted something just to add a little bit of progression within the first drop, so I added these in right near the end of the process. Got the piano. Right, so of course there's a bit of satin on it. I need to remember to move these out of the way. More EQ. Let's do the piano now. OTT. Vintage verb. EQ3. Right, now, originally I didn't have this. So the track originally was just. And I sent it over to Sri Lanka for some feedback. Basically, the track as it is now, just without this, and he just suggested some kind of extra kind of lead kind of pad thing, playing the same melody as like the piano. So the top melody on this. Right, I used this from Omnisphere, and it worked so well. It filled so much space, added movement, added a kind of different dimension to the track. Sounds dead without that, to be honest. It really adds quite a lot to it. So big up Sri Lanka for that. Again, EQ, bit of compression. I'm guessing because certain parts are kind of coming through pretty hot. Strings. Contact. What's the name of the thing? What it's called? Session strings. Again, OTT. Vintage verb. Yeah, that EQ. This is from Contact Electric Sunburst. I used to use this all the time. I don't really use it anymore. Tiny bit of H delay. Little bit of reverb. EQ. Filter. The atmospheres. Right, if they have anything on the group of that. No sidechain. They're taking the sides out at the bottom. Not everything. I don't think I've done it since. So this is just a sample, a vocal sample from Splice that I've chopped up to MIDI. And then just made vocal chops out of it. Let's turn off all the... random vocal chops. Usual birds and whatnot. What are the... just random samples from a loop. Just reverb on. A VQ. I don't know if I've pitched them, yeah, pitched up. Nothing crazy there. Nothing on the group. Effect. Just the usual cymbals, Cashmere ones that I use a lot. And random white noise. Whatever this is. White noise. Silence white noise that I use all the time. But I haven't used a bandpass on this. I've used a low pass filter, a high pass filter. Usually I would use a bandpass one now. And then another crash. I didn't have so much on it at first, but when I sent it to Colorize, Adam the A&R I wanted a bit more impact on this drop basically. So I just added a few more layers to it. So that's kind of instrumental. Originally it wasn't a vocal track. I wasn't even thinking of it as a vocal track, but now in the end I just sent it over to Lewyn, kind of on a whim, and just said, look, do you reckon you can write something to this? And he came up with these vocals. Now which one do I want to open? Go for this one. Try this one. Hopefully it'll load up pretty quickly, so I haven't got to kind of edit the video down. Then we'll see what I've done with the vocal. It'll take a minute. So yeah, usually I would just work on the vocal in the same project. As I said, I don't really know why I didn't, because it seemed to be okay when I was handling it then. But as you can see, I've just dragged in things here. I've got 2 pre-masters. One I'm guessing I've cut down, shortened the break a little bit. This is the one I've used. If we go for the vocal, the kind of lead vocal,
they keep me from sleeping,
a bit of de-essing, I've de-essed it again.
they mess with my breathing, there's no time
State
to
reverb.
feel free.
Echo ball with ping pong. This would be like a reverse reverb. These would be like little kind of effect type vocals.
It's not about anything but watching time pass me by. Watching time pass me by.
Same with these here. Left and right.
They keep me from sleeping. They mess with my breathing.
Just left and right there. Probably I've took much more lows out than what I would usually. kind of bigger reverb. Sort of kind of push back a bit.
From sleep. They mess with
Needs a little doubles.
keep me from sleeping. They mess with my breathing.
Pretty much the same processing as the other one. Kind of like the harmonies and whatnot.
Sunday, to take a breath and ease.
This is an octave.
To take a breath and ease my mind.
Look at the whole kind of group.
Every Sunday, to take a breath and ease my mind.
Utility, because I've just automated the gain, saturation, compressor, vintage verb, room reverb. I've got so much stuff on it. Like I wouldn't have this much of DS, like multiple DSs on, because I wouldn't really be doing that now. Probably just be doing it. I'd probably do it all with dynamic EQ, to be honest.
Time pass me by.
And if you listen to it with the track,
Thoughts keep coming at me. They keep me from sleeping. They mess with my breathing. There's no time to feel free. With everything that I'm chasing, my heart will never stop racing. Every Sunday, to take a breath and ease.
that's Never a Sunday. Out now on Colorize. It came out in February. Hope you kind of learned a little bit or picked up a bit on my workflow and how I kind of do things. The next one that I do, obviously I put a thing up on my Instagram asking what people wanted to see, Never a Sunday or Never Like to Wait. This one got more votes, but next week I will do Never Like to Wait, which was out on Progression last year. And then we'll go from there, keep going. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you all soon. Peace.